3, 2, 1. Yeah! Yes, sir. Hey, man. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with another episode of the Trillist Podcast on YouTube. We have the Talk of Tokyo, episode 11.
Yeah, hey man, we say it all the time, what a time to be an anime fan, but in this case, what a time to be a subscriber of this channel. It's always a movie when we get to do these, but especially this one. Like he said, we got the Trillist Podcast and the anime verse coming back to you.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Now, anime is in a very lit place as usual, and that's never going to change when you really think about it. But one of the, I would say it's a new gen anime, but it still became one of the pillars of anime. My Hero Academia. It's officially over, and boy is that shit spectacular. I mean, from season 1 through season 8, they even gave us a little bit extra after at the end, and there's something else supposed to come out too. But regardless of that, My Hero is a special anime, but it has a lot of haters, a lot of people who either dropped it, whether it was from the community, niggas bitching about the community or the lack of fights. Regardless, if you stuck through My Hero, you know how special of an anime it is. And when you want to talk about the moments in My Hero, they're endless. From season 1 all the way through, there's so many moments that are fantastically done, fantastically executed, fantastically animated. They're creative. They're everything you would want in an amazing anime scene. They have it, and it's all throughout the show. But just keeping that in mind, if you had to choose one moment from My Hero to make someone watch it, what would you choose?
That's interesting because My Hero has a lot of moments. Like, it has a lot of peak moments, a lot, especially in season 6 and 7. Whew, once that war started, goddamn. But I would say for me, I have 3 scenes that come to mind. When Lemillion lost his power to save Eri. Also when Deku saved Eri from overall and finished overall. And last but not least, when Deku saved Water Hose and defeated the Muscular, like, for the first time. All 3 of those scenes hit really hard. If I had to choose one between the 3, I would say when Deku defeated Muscular for the first time. That shit was amazing. You just have you say run in the background, you know, that elevates everything. Like, that shit was just fantastic. If I had to choose one, I would say that one, because I feel like that one would really want niggas to, like, damn. Like, there's no way you don't feel that shit, even if you're not a My Hero fan.
Literally. And I was going to say the same thing, too, with the Deku versus Muscular. Like, especially when you want to talk about getting someone to watch an anime, I'd rather not go into the later seasons, because that would just spoil the shit. Like, even something like Deku versus Muscular would be spoiling, but, like, especially when you think about a show like My Hero, a lot of people dropped it after season 3. Or a lot of people dropped it after season 2. So I'm not going to go so far as to season 6 or 7 or 8 or even season 5 when I'm talking about something I would recommend to somebody, just because I want you to get to that point yourself. But something like Deku versus Muscular, bro, like, that was season 3, I believe. It's like still on the earlier side of My Hero, but it was so special. You got Yusei run in the back, like you said. Like, that was one of those crazy push past your limits moments that was groundbreaking, not only for Deku and the show, but just as a watcher. Like, that was jaw-dropping shit right there. But another scene I would probably say is even earlier than that, in the tournament. Like, if I'm trying to get someone who's never seen My Hero to get into My Hero, I would go as early as the tournament between the classes, where You got Todoroki versus Deku, and they went flying at each other. I would give them that scene because you got the emotion
coming in, the walls coming in,
the walls, the big explosion on impact. You got You Say Run Again in the background, one of the greatest themes ever. Like, then you have the emotion with Deku saving Todoroki or trying to get him to use his fire side. Like, that whole scene is something I would put, like, that is a perfect intro scene for someone who hasn't seen My Hero, and it doesn't even give away too much. So one of those two, but Deku versus Muscular is different, bro. So I'm gonna agree with you on that one. I'll probably say that. But
hell yeah.
Hey man, y'all let us know in the comments. If you had to choose one scene from My Hero to make someone watch it, what would you choose?
Hey, let us know in the comments because that's interesting. But, just to segue into my first topic, anime has a lot of groups. We all know the greatest group of all time is the Straw Hats, but this topic is not about them. It's about two other groups from two shows that are very special in the community's eyes. One of them fell off, but that's disappointing. But it was still had the hype, and it has an anime group in it that has hella hype. The other show is legendary. The two groups I'm talking about is the Akatsuki and the Seven Deadly Sins. Both of these groups are really interesting. One group has 9 members, the other group has 7. We know how strong both groups are individually in their verse for the most part. So that's where we're going for this topic. Between the Akatsuki and the Seven Deadly Sins, which group is stronger?
The Seven Deadly Sins are broken, bro. Like, now, obviously, I love the Akatsuki a lot more than the Seven Deadly Sins. But them niggas are broken. Yeah. Now, the Akatsuki got some broken shit too. Like, you got Itachi Genjutsu, you got Obito with the Kamui, you got Dataro with the little microscopic bombs and shit. But then you look at the Seven Deadly Sins, Bond is literally immortal, gang. Like, he got his head cut clean off and just grew it back. Like the nigga's immortal. You got a nigga dropping suns on niggas in Escanor.
Escanor's fucking broken.
Like, these niggas are
fucking broken.
Busted. Like, it's a difference between broken and busted. The Seven Deadly Sins are busted. Meliodas, I don't even know
about Meliodas.
I don't even know what Meliodas is up to right now, because I stopped watching Seven Deadly Sins at the beginning of season 3. I ain't gonna cap to you, but from what I saw just up to that point, the niggas busted. Like, full counter. Are we saying that works on like jutsus and shit? Like, that's that alone. Then you have his demon form. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I think the Seven Deadly Sins probably got it, gang. Like, not only are they not human at all, but you got a literal immortal nigga and niggas dropping suns. That's like, and again, it's the difference between broken and fucking busted. The Akatsuki's broken. The Seven Deadly Sins are busted.
Yeah. I think I'm going to agree with you. And a large reason for that is because the physics of the Naruto-verse isn't really like that. Like, a lot of these niggas ain't really like that. They're JV niggas. For real. Like, when you go into it, Datara is kind of a bitch. Kakuzu's not really that impressive. Sasori would probably get deleted. Like, those members are not even in the equation. That's 3 out of the 9 that's down. So then you look at the other 6. Konan's not really that impressive. So then there's 5 more. Kisame is impressive. Obito, now that's a tank. Itachi, damn. Pain, damn. That's 4. And Zetsu's kind of ass. So they got 4 heavy hitters in the Akatsuki. When you look at the Seven Deadly Sins, you got Meliodas, heavy hitter. Bond, heavy hitter. Escanor, heavy hitter. Merlin, heavy hitter. That's 4 right there. And then I would say King, Deanne, they're like mid hitters, and Gunter is also a mid hitter. But those 4 versus the other 4, I'm giving it to the 7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah, I am too. Like, they have some. The Akatsuki got some shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like they're just food in comparison. But at the same time, like, bro, the 7 Deadly Sins don't make sense. Like, we're like, bro, Bond has been reduced to fucking nothingness and just grew back. Like, what are they supposed to do with that? There's literally nothing they can do with that. And that's just one of the 4. Like, if a nigga's dropping suns, yeah, you got Madara dropping meteors, this nigga's dropping suns. What the fuck they supposed to do with that? They better fight at night. They better fight at night. That's all I know.
Like, yeah.
Then you got Meliodas as a demon? I didn't even get to watch that much of Meliodas as a demon, and I know that shit is busted. Yeah, give me 7 Deadly Sins.
Yeah, give me 7 Deadly Sins. Give me 7 Deadly. But, hey man, that's just us. Let us know in the comments between the Akatsuki and the 7 Deadly Sins, which group is stronger?
Hell yeah, definitely let us know, because I know y'all gonna be hot. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all ride hard for the Akatsuki, boy. But, just to segue into my next topic, we always talk about how anime's in a special place, and it is, because of shows like this. Kaiju number 8 is fantastic, and it low-key exceeded my expectations from when we jumped into it in season 1. Like, it was better than I heard it was gonna be. Like, season 1, they introduced us to Kafka. They introduced us to this whole new recruiting class of soldiers. Like, we get brought into this new world, this new lifestyle. This nigga's a whole ass kaiju, his damn self trying to hide it. Like, everything about season 1, the way they introduce us to this cast, amazing. Season 2, we go even further than that. Kaiju number 9 turns into a bona fide threat. He's spawning kaijus at this point, and he can box, and he evolved, and he can talk. Like, he became a genuine problem. He fought Kafka and Narumia at the same time. Like, the nigga's a problem. He killed the director. There's a lot going on in Kaiju number 8. You got niggas getting upgraded weapons. Kikuru's getting stronger. Like, there's a lot to look forward to in Kaiju number 8, but that's the problem, because this next season is the last season of Kaiju number 8. So just keeping that in mind, did Kaiju number 8 fumble the bag?
Oh yeah, they took the easy way out, committed suicide. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know the name of the author or mangaka for Kaiju number 8, but I want words with him. Like, like, why? There's so much you could have done. Like, so much you could have done. But, hey, I guess that's how the cookie crumbles. Like, Kaiju number 8 was set up to be at least 100+ episodes.
Yeah. Like, here's my thing with it, right? The cast we got, I'm starting to really fuck with them after season 1. And then in season 2, they went a direction that I wasn't really the biggest fan of when it comes to the cast, and they split them up. And then we didn't really get to see much of the rest of them, really. It was just Kafka, Kikuru, and then the new people we got introduced to. Like, a lot of that cast got kind of pushed to the side. That I already wasn't big of a fan. I wasn't really too big on that. But now we're getting to the point where this is the end. At that point, they don't even matter. Like, the rest of that cast from season 1, they don't matter. Like, and now the shit's over, and it's tough. They kind of put themselves into a tough situation because of how they set the verse up. Like, you got numbered kaijus, and the lower the number, the stronger they're supposed to be. And a lot of the low numbers got beat already. Like, they were already turned into numbers. Number 3 was already turned into a weapon. Number 5 was already turned into a weapon. They already beat them. Kaiju number 9 comes along. He's not even supposed to be this strong, which is lit, because now you got this bona fide threat. But it's like, how much more, like, they kind of put themselves into a bad spot for longevity purposes at that point. But now the fact that it's over, like, I don't remember the rest of the cast like that anymore. They're kind of irrelevant. Like, now here's my thing.
They didn't get to bloom.
Literally.
They popped out the ground, but that was it.
Exactly. And here's my thing too. I know this last season's going to be fire. That's not the point. It could have been way more than this. They could have expanded way more on this. So it's like, as far as them digging themselves into a grave and selling the bag, they definitely sold the bag. The only saving grace I really have at this point is, because it's ended up being so short, it's a fantastic starter anime now.
Yeah.
But other than that, you want to talk about fumbling the bag, they definitely fumbled the bag.
It's going to be stuck in B tier forever, or maybe A tier forever.
Yeah, I think it'll be an A.
They can't get in the S though.
They can't. I think they closed that door on themselves. They can't get in the S.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, that's just how we feeling. Let me know how you feel in the comments. Did Kaiju number 8 fumble the bag?
Hell yeah, let us know in the comments, because that's very interesting. But just to segue into my next topic, you know, anime has a lot of amazing shows. 2 shows that we're going to highlight here is Bleach and Attack on Titan. They are both really amazing. But 2 things that really stands out to me about them is how they evolved. Like, Bleach started out with hollows and shit. And when you want to look at where it ended up, it ended up on a whole new level. They went from fighting monsters to fighting actual people, but it was different kind of people, just different kind of beings and shits. But overall, Bleach evolved a lot to the point where now we're fighting the Quincy's, and it's the same with Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan started out where we were the ones being hunted. At the end, we were the hunters. We were the ones with the Titans killing people. Like, it's crazy how the tables turn. But overall, both shows evolved like shit. So just keeping that in mind, between Bleach and Attack on Titan, which anime evolved this concept more from episode 1?
I'm gonna say Attack on Titan. And the reason why is because Bleach evolved earlier than Attack on Titan did. It was like 20 episodes in. The shit changed completely. But with Attack on Titan, it evolved multiple times. Like, and Bleach evolved multiple times too, but I don't think it was as drastic after that first change. Like, it was just more factions, more like species, if you will, or like, because you got the Quincy's, you got the Espada, you got, like, it was just more factions involved. But with Attack on Titan, it was like, when you want to talk about the concept evolving, it evolved so many times, and it was so drastic every time. Like, you got us being hunted, and we have no answer for that shit. So then, you got this new group, you have the main character turns into one of these motherfuckers. That already changed the show. Then we find out that our enemies are also niggas that changed into these motherfuckers, and they're attacking us. Then we find out, like, then we go on the offensive to a whole nother country. Like, now we're the pursuers. Now we're bringing the smoke. Now you got the founding Titan. You got the founding Titan involved. Where the fuck did that come from?
People on people action too.
People on people action. Then you get the founding Titan. Niggas is fighting over the founding Titan. Then the rump. Like, what? Like, I think Attack on Titan evolved more drastically more times. Like, Bleach evolved all the way through the story too, and it was from hollows to fighting other Soul Reapers to fighting Arankars, fighting the Espada, and fighting Quincy's. But that those changes weren't as drastic as Attack on Titan's changes. So I'm gonna say Attack on Titan.
Nah, I agree with you. Bleach evolved like shit, but when you look at how Attack on Titan evolved multiple times, like you said, and I think that's where it's the bitch.
Yeah, like Bleach did evolve a lot though, like, and it continued. I'm pretty sure it's going to evolve again in this last part of the 1,000-Year Blood War. For keeping it a stack, because I don't know how they're supposed to deal with this nigga, but Attack on Titan is just different with that shit because the story took so many turns for so many different reasons. So I gotta go Attack on Titan.
No, yeah. Hey man, let us know in the comments between Bleach and Attack on Titan, which anime evolved more from episode 1.
Hell yeah, definitely let us know. That's very interesting. But just to segue into my final topic, staying in the realm of Bleach, Bleach is a fantastic anime. And in my humble opinion, it's the 3rd best anime ever. Very amazing. And one of the best arcs in Bleach, we briefly mentioned it just now, but the Espada arc. That shit was special. There was so much smoke to be had. Like, the Espada arc gave us amazing characters on both sides, because now you got Aizen getting involved more, you got Grimmjow, Okiura, like these are enemies we remember vividly because they left that much of an impact. They put belt on us a couple times, like Grimmjow beat Ichigo's ass. We had to get back, like Orihime getting kidnapped, Aizen finally making a move. We finally get the Aizen ran through everybody. Ichigo put an end to that shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the Espada arc was special. It was very special, and it's one of the greatest arcs in anime. But then you want to talk about recent Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War. The 1,000-Year Blood War has been interesting to say the least. Part 1 was fucking ridiculous. Like, that shit, that's how you come back after 14 years. Like that was it. That was crazy. Like, the way that they came through and put the belt on the Soul Society, nobody could have saw that shit coming, unless you're a mind reader, of course. But Ichigo came back. We thought Ichigo was gonna save the day. He lost too. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how strong is this nigga? Because Ichigo beat Aizen. How strong could he possibly be? And the way that we had to train and get back, like, then you go into part two. It was not as crazy as part 1, but it was still pretty special. Like, you got the training arc. We're trying to revive the Soul Society. It was fun to watch, like, the upper ranks of the Soul Society actually interact with us, like Squad Zero really putting their hands on. And then part 3, the smoke is back, and we're back with a vengeance. But we still kind of weren't dominant the way we could have, or the way I anticipated we would be when it's time to get that get back. Niggas was still not necessarily taking L's, but they weren't getting W's. And your watch went forward with his plan. He went up to the Soul King, had to run into Squad Zero. Your watch almost got a belt put on him. Like, you got Kenpachi's Bankai. There was a lot of craziness in part 3, but it didn't quite hit like part 1, but it was still pretty special. And then now we're about to get the end of Bleach, part 4 of the 1,000-Year Blood War. Now, there's a lot to look forward to. Your watch isn't, he's not even active right now, but he's pretty much gathering energy. Like, he's going to be even more juiced than when we first saw the nigga. And you got his right hand man, that nigga's got juice too, because he was holding on to your watch energy. Like, half the Soul Reapers are out of commission, or they're in their little hyperbolic time chambers trying to heal so they can get back in the field. You got key players like Aizen who haven't gotten really involved yet. There's a lot to be desired in this last part of Bleach, and I have no doubt in my mind that Bleach is going to go out with a bang. But just keeping that in mind, will the last part of the 1,000-Year Blood War put the 1,000-Year Blood War over the Espada arc?
I don't know. The Espada arc is the best arc in Bleach to this day. And so far, 3 parts deep into the 1,000-Year Blood War, it doesn't look like it's going to pass it. But part 4 should change that, because part 4 should be better than all 3 parts combined. And part 1 was gas.
Hell yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But doesn't compare to Espada. Then you want to talk about part 2, it was okay. Then you want to talk about part 3, it was kind of mid. Then you want to talk about part 4. Part 4 should be beyond fantastic. This is the cherry on top for Bleach. They got to deal with your watch. Aizen may get back in the field. Ichigo is the strongest he's ever going to be. Kenny may get back in the field. Everyone is do or die. Yep. There's only so many niggas left to beat, though. So that's the thing. Hazwatch versus Ishida might be a great fight.
Yeah, Hazwatch got juice, too. Because he was holding on to some of your watch's power. That nigga got juice.
It really comes down to how the your watch fight comes down, because I don't like jumping too much, and there's really not too much smoke for everyone. The Espada arc had smoke for every captain.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not gonna lie, what you just said too, with how your watch fight goes down. I don't mind jumping depending on who it is. If they jump Haswolf, it's but I'm not tripping that much. Especially because he just got high on your watch energy. I'm not tripping too much if they jump Haswolf. But I really hope they don't jump your watch. I really hope they don't. That's Ichigo's fight.
Yeah.
Maybe someone come in and save them or something, and then they fight one-on-one, and then they lose, and then Ichigo get back up. Okay. But if they're actually jumping, yeesh, I don't know, gang. Now, there is a lot of players that need to get active, and I'm wondering how the fuck they're going to do it, because Aizen's not even up there. He's in the Soul Society. There's a lot of niggas still in the Soul Society that haven't really done anything yet. And the sky's falling and shit, so that's something. But I'm not gonna lie. Like you said, part 1, as fire as it was, it doesn't hold a candle to the Espada arc by itself. Part 2 was mid. Part 3 had its moments, but it wasn't crazy really like that. The best parts of part 3 was your watch getting that belt and Kenny's Bankai.
Yeah.
But other than that, the part 2 and 3 are kind of holding it back from being even close to the Espada arc. Because like you said, the Espada arc, everybody got time. Everybody got ones for the most part. They jumped the big nigga. But other than that, everybody got their moments to really flash and show how strong they are. Because the Bleach verse is strong. And we actually got to see how strong everyone is. And then we got to really see how strong Aizen was to set up for that Ichigo fight when he spanked everybody. But then you want to talk about this, and it's I feel okay, do you feel like it was a fumble that there was only 4 Quincy's that came with your watch?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there was not enough smoke for everybody. We brought way too many niggas. We pulled up 20 deep, 25 deep. They only have 4 people.
If there was more than 4 Quincy's, this wouldn't be a question. The 1,000-Year Blood War would be the best start.
Yeah,
because everyone would have had to get active.
The first invasion that the Quincy's did was great, and that's why part 1 was so good. There was too much smoke. We got shit on. If there was still that much smoke, then hell yeah, this is we're looking at
when it's 4 niggas, it doesn't feel like war.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's we're just fighting some ops right now. This isn't a war. It's supposed to be the 1,000-year blood war, but it doesn't feel like one. And I feel like that's a big reason why it's hard to see Part 4 doing enough to be better than the Espada Arc. But at the same time, the end of Bleach gotta be special.
Yeah.
It gotta be. It's the end of Bleach. Like, we're about to get our minds blown in some way, shape, or form, regardless if it's smoke or not. But it's hard to see it being better. The Espada Arc is the best arc in Bleach game. It's hard to see it better than that. But, hey man, y'all let us know in the comments. Can the 1,000-Year Blood War Part 4 do enough to make the 1,000-Year Blood War better than the Espada Arc?
Hell yeah, let us know in the comments, because that's a very interesting one. But just to segue into my last topic, you know, new gen anime is actually very nice. It's not the old gen, it's not the golden era, but it is a very great era. It's a great era. You know, I may have to start the campaign, make anime great again. It's like, no, but I'm just thinking, like, a lot of shows came out and they hit, but their problem is they're too short. They're too short. But even the ones that aren't short, they still hit. Although we've yet to see really too many generational shows from this era. We only have like 5. That's like Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Vinland, Blink Click, if you ask me. Yeah, and a few others like Chainsaw Man. There's a few others, but just keeping all of that in mind, is it too early to crown Wistoria as generational?
I personally don't think so. I love that shit. Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. Okay. For those watching this who haven't seen Wistoria, please watch it. That shit is fantastic. Like, it was way better than I anticipated. Like, quick story time. When we first started watching Wistoria, it was recommended to us by one of our good people. Shout out to you. And I heard it was good. I didn't think it was that good. Like, or I didn't expect it to be that good. Like, Wistoria is doing everything right. And I feel like that's the thing. Like, and you can see influence from other animes. Like, some people say it's just Black Clover reskin. That's fucking brain dead. But regardless, like,
that's just hating talk.
Yeah, that's brain dead. But regardless, they're doing everything right, especially like you said when it comes to pacing, because it's not like they're not rushing through the story. They're letting it build up. Like, they're giving us every detail about the world and how it works. Not just that, but the characters, their stories. Like, for example, like the process of ascending the tower right now, they're taking their sweet ass time with it, and I love that. Give us everything. The world is so interesting and the characters are so interesting that I want to see everything. Give us all of it. Don't skip nothing. You can tell it's kind of similar to Kaiju number 8, how it started, in a sense where you can tell it's supposed to be in it for the long run. Well, that's where Wistoria is at right now, and they're continuing on that path where you can tell it's in it for the long run. I don't think there's many chapters out right now because they don't drop that often. So, unfortunately, after this season, we're going to have to wait. But regardless, like, you can tell they're taking the long approach to give us everything that we need to know about the story, everything we need to know about the characters, the verse. The villains are even... the villains attacked again, and we don't even know their names yet. They're in it for the long run. Like, I love that. And when you want to talk about generational shit, the content fire too. It's not just about the pace. Like, this nigga will, when you look at the new genre of anime, the characters that stand out the most, everything nowadays is all about some aura. Will got that. He be oil farming like shit. And that's not, and the best part about it is, this ain't a Sung Jin-woo situation. No offense. But he's not only just oil farming and whooping niggas. He's a good character too. Like,
yeah, there's.
I would say hell yeah. I think Wistoria, I don't think it's too early to say Wistoria is generational.
I agree, because if you had to grade it, where would you grade it? For me, I'd probably say S. And it's crazy because we're only midway through the second season. But let's do a quick five fingers. The story writing is like B plus, A minus.
Yeah, I would say
the characters are an A plus. For now, the more we ascend through the story, it can go up to an S easily. The relatability is like a B. The scene execution is like an A, just flat A plus at times. The creativity is S. So when you look at all that, I would say that's an S tier anime right there. A plus S tier right there. It's borderline S tier. If it's not, it will be soon. Yeah. So that's what I say. Is it too early to crown it as generational? And to be told, the answer is no. It's right at the door of being S tier if it's not already.
Yeah, literally. Like, and it's crazy because Vinland was S tier after season 1. That's different. But this shit, we're only halfway through season 2 and it's already on the borderline. Like, that's a different type of trajectory it's on. Like you said, characters, they're not S tier yet, but the way it's progressing, it's only a matter of time. Like, when you look at everything it's not S tier in right now, when you look at from season 1 to halfway through season 2, the way that it's jumping even more, like, everything is progressing. Everything is progression right now. Like, hell, by the end of season 2, we might be saying the characters is S tier.
Yeah.
Like, that's the type of progression Wistoria is doing right now. That shit is special, bro. I know special when I see it. We both watched well over 100 animes. I know special when I see it. Wistoria is special.
It's special, bro. It's special. But let us know in the comments, is it too early to crown Wistoria as generational? Vice versa. Let us know what you think about all the other things we talked about.
Hell yeah. As always, it's been an amazing Talk of Tokyo. And if you enjoyed this Talk of Tokyo, hit that like button. Hit the big red subscribe button if you haven't already. And turn on that post notification bell so you don't miss the next episode of the Talk of Tokyo or any of our other special videos. We're going to be dropping a lot more special videos soon, so stay tuned for that. With that being said, make sure you guys check our description. There will be 3 links waiting for you. The first one will take you to all of our socials, Sons of Tokyo on every platform. The second one will take you to our Discord. You feel me?
Come on in.
Come on in. You know what I'm saying? Join that Discord. Come vibe out with us. Talk about anything. Anime, non-anime, sports, movies. It don't matter. And last but certainly not least, the link to our Patreon will be in the description. Make sure you guys join that. You can become a member for free and watch all of our full-length reactions to all anime episodes, including a lot of the anime we talked about in this Talk of Tokyo. When Bleach comes back, it will be there. Wistoria, My Hero is over there. Everything we talked about, it is on Patreon, so make sure you guys check that out. But yeah, man, with that being said, SOT out.